Hi, everybody. George Bliss here with Vournazos, the big-time Saturday night recap. Signature over Flash, pretty big. 45s defeated Solutions. SmackDown played Dynasty, and that was a great game. Dynasty won that one. And Rack City over Hex. That left it up to the signature 45 game, and 45s came out strong.
Yeah, they did. They really were hitting on all cylinders early in the game. And, you know, George, sometimes when you fall behind, when these big teams play, if you don't answer right away, they start to free swing and the game gets away from you. And that's really what happened in that game. 45s were just really good at the start, and they just kept building and, didn't look like Signature had an answer today.
And then, of course, the big game Dynasty. They played Rack City, who earlier had defeated Hex. Hex took second place last year. And great game. Messina great at second base. Alonji. This Dynasty won the big game 3 years ago. I mean, a lot of people really still don't know Dynasty. They have a chance of winning it again.
Well, they do. They actually they had a tough game with Smackout. They fell behind 8-1. But the good thing about Dynasty is they kind of been through it. They're a real solid softball team. They've been having a good year. They make it to the finals of the Chicago Championship, and they didn't panic, and they just kind of worked their way in. Smackout, a lot of younger kids. It's a little different group CJ's got over there right now, and you could tell they jumped up 8-1, and then as Dynasty started to put a little pressure on them, they stayed on that number too long, and Dynasty eventually caught them. Past them. We live streamed the end of that game, so you can scroll through Facebook and you can see the end of the ball game. But Dynasty's tough, man. They got a lot of good players, a lot of former Windy City / Signature guys on that team, and so they're not going to give up. And they did a great job against Rack City. Rack City played terrific against Hex. We showed you the end of that ball, a lot of that ball game. We live streamed almost the entire ball game. But sometimes when you beat a team like Hex, and now you're going into that game to get in the winner's bracket championship, it looked like they were a little, you get the adrenaline, you come down a little bit. Now you're in another big game, and they started slow against Dynasty. They made a game of it. They got back in, but Mike Alonji probably made the play of the tournament in terms of stopping Rack City cold when he snagged the ball that was hit like a rocket down the third baseline and then threw a strike to first. In my opinion, Mike Alonji's the best all-around third baseman in the game. He hits, He plays defense, and just a terrific player.
So, again, as Gio mentioned, social media is the order of the day here. It's ssasoftball.com. That's our website. Don't forget the Facebook live streaming area, of course, is Slow Pitch Softball. It's very simple to remember. And last but not least, Twitter, SSA Softball.
Yeah, actually on Twitter or Facebook, it's the @ and SSA Softball. So if you search Twitter or you search Facebook, it'll take you right to our Twitter site or our Facebook site.
One more question. Tomorrow, the big game in the winner's bracket. We're here at the 69 Softball Hall of Fame. It's the 45s who won the Glove Nationals last year against Dynasty, the big upset team. What's going to happen tomorrow, 2 o'clock here?
Well, I got a chance to interview Chris Guerin after Dynasty beat Rack City, and Chris seems to feel that they'll be in the ball game, that they've played the 45s tough. And, that's going to be a big ball game because last year the 45s went out early, so a lot of the guys on the team didn't get a chance to be together as a group playing in this game. Now, Alex and Billy Smith a couple of years ago, they won with OBI, and they've been in the tournament. So it's going to be an interesting game. We'll see which way the wind's blowing, and we'll see which team is tight and which isn't. But that's got all the earmarks of a classic.
Free parking, 7500 West Harrison. Hey, just take the 290 to Harlem, or coming from the west, get off at Des Plaines Avenue. You can't miss it. Forest Park, 49th Avenue, No Glove Nationals. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.